Welcome back to StarCastTV Cast, and I am Scan, and today I am joined by FlaSh for the win. Tonight, we are going to cast a fantastic game between FlaSh versus Bisu, Bisu versus FlaSh, and spawning location in the bottom right corner yellow, this is FlaSh. And the other location, spawning location in the bottom left corner teal color, this is Bisu.
And I don't think either of these players needs really any introduction. Everyone should know who FlaSh and Bisu are. This is a powerhouse matchup between the best StarCraft player of all time versus the best Protoss player of all time. So I'm very excited to see what happens in this game.
And let's see how they will play in the beginning, which strategy they would like to go with first. Pylon in the main base, apply in the main base.
Yeah, so I recently saw a translation video by Jinjin. Jinjin, for those of you who don't know, one of the another Korean American who does translations of Korean VODs, and he recently posted one of FlaSh doing this new, I don't know if new build or something, but it's like a gas fast expand where he is very flexible with the options. I think he allows himself to either go into fast factory or take command center, and it's kind of trying to counter the zealot pressure that Protoss has been very much known for lately.
Oh, like those gas expansion, but you're not building any factory before expansion.
Yeah. I think he pulls every person off gas after 100 gas, and then he can choose command center or factory. I think is a new build that he's trying to perfect for the matchup.
That build, the build order you were talking about, it's kind of like a between of a factory expansion and a barracks expansion. The command center, it's quicker than factory expansion, but slower than Rex expansion. But the good thing about that is the factory is quicker than Rex expansion. And let's see, FlaSh is scouting. Oh, he's doing the N scout. This is a N scout, yes, because he's going for a Rex expansion.
Yes, he didn't even go up into the top right base. Now already going to bottom left here, and we'll see that Bisu has spawned here, and we'll see the Cybernetics core. So it doesn't look like any kind of zealot attack here. Also already got the Cybernetics core. The Goon range is spitting, and now he's already walled himself off there as well at the natural base. So we're gonna look like a very standard game here, and Bisu probably, well, no second gateway just yet, so it doesn't look like any kind of major pressure will be put on FlaSh in the beginning of the game.
Looks like FlaSh was looking for the second pylon. I think he confirmed the second pylon was Naturix. And now he's trying to hide the SCV, so Dragoons won't be able to go to Terran's Natural as soon as possible. Now he confirms this is a barracks expansion, the bunker is finished, and the barracks was at the natural.
Yep. Now FlaSh's SCV just kind of roaming around the map here, trying to stay away from the Dragoon. And Bisu is trying to hunt down the SCV with the Dragoon, but unfortunately for him, SCV is very far away from the base. FlaSh is doing a good job of keeping it out of the way, and might make a return trip here just to confirm the Nexus timing, make sure he knows exactly what he's up against. Actually sent out a second SCV here at the 6 o'clock expansion. Really wants to make sure that he knows exactly what Bisu's going for. Doesn't want to see any kind of proxy robotics facility.
Right.
SCV will not be able to see the Nexus, unfortunately.
But by the time that 4-minute mark and having those two Dragoon, he will expect that this is a bit standard by Bisu. And now there's a second SCP scout going to Bisu's main base.
Yeah, now he will know exactly what the Nexus timing will be, and Bisu's going to be a little bit upset here that he's going to see this SCV, and SCV will see the Nexus timing, and it's going to know that everything is very standard. Nice pro block there, stopping the SCV from getting inside the main base, and now Bisu is just going to put pressure with that Goon range on the bunker at the front.
And very greedy by FlaSh, he only has 2 Marine inside of the bunker. And with that first SCV scout, he confirmed with the N scout, he confirmed that there was no zealot pressure by Bisu, so he only made 2 Marines to hold off this Dragoon pressure. And due to the first SCV Scott not confirming the Nexus, he immediately put down the engineer bay really quickly. Normally you would like to go for the engineer bay before 5:30, but that's quicker than 5:30. The bunker is going low HP.
And getting a third Marine just to be safe, at a fourth Marine as well. This is close position here on Polyploid. Do you think that FlaSh might go for a kind of aggressive style here?
I don't think so, because FlaSh is not building for second refinery at the natural. Normally, if you're going for the second gas quick, Terran players usually like to go for super quick 4 factory, 5 factory, and then heavy vulture tank push around at 9-minute mark. But looks like this is gonna be the standard play by FlaSh.
Do you think this could be a 3-tank push, or he stopped building Marine, so it doesn't look like any kind of 3-tank push here? He's getting the Vulture upgrades right now. Next round of production from the factories will be those Vultures, or will he just kind of be like TY and kind of just move across the map with the Vultures? Oh, here it goes actually. Marines are pushing out.
I think he wants to clear up this area, like around this third base location, no Dragoon standing, so he can start sneaking out those Vulture. I don't think this is gonna be completely 3-tank push by FlaSh. He wants to buy some time, like checking the vision, map control, having the map awareness and the map control at the same time. And it looks like those speed Vulture with the Spider Mine has been finished. Second refinery going up. Looks like this is gonna be the standard by FlaSh. And
yeah,
Bisu.
FlaSh actually will see third base as well here at the 9 o'clock expansion. So you're right. FlaSh just kind of pushed out to the middle of the map, made sure that his Vultures would not be seen actually. I think it's very smart here from FlaSh. Make sure Dragoons cannot see where the army is going. Now Vulture's high ground. Ooh, unfortunately loses. Ooh. Oh, Bisu
very
so
good micro by Bisu. Excellent
so
there.
Good. Yeah, as everyone knows, you know, Bisu's Dragoon micro is just second to none. It's the best Dragoon micro in the game, and everyone remembers his game versus Sack in the ASL on Camelot, where he absolutely crushed Sack with 4 Dragoons, just killing every Spider Mine.
Right, all those Spider Mines without Observer, he just clears everything.
Yeah. Now he's trying to find some room here inside of the main base with this Reaver that he has built, and FlaSh is pretty well prepared for it actually. A lot of defensive Spider Mines inside the main base. The tanks already in the main as well, just sitting there waiting for that inevitable drop. You know, FlaSh is already prepared for this. He knows that the Reaver style very popular for Protoss players.
Right. The third command center is going up, and the speed shuttle has been finished. Looks like Bisu is waiting for FlaSh to be out of position so he can sneak in. It looks like the Reaver is going in to the main base and start doing some of the harassment. But even though he passed that one turret in the edge of the main base, but there's another turret in the main base. The shuttle is already on a low HP.
Oh, the Reaver, can I get some SCV kills here? The SCVs are clumped up right now. Will it be a dud? Oh, it's a dud. A little bit unlucky there for Bisu, unfortunately. And only got 2 SCV kills, I think, with the Reaver there. So not enough damage, I think, that he was looking for. But we'll see if he's got another Reaver out right now. He's got another shuttle building, so he's going to probably try again, or at least try to stop FlaSh if he goes for any kind of aggressive push, which FlaSh, I think he's trying to go for some control right now in the middle here, getting these tanks in a little bit of aggressive position, but probably just wants to push Protoss back a little bit so this third base is taken without any kind of aggression from Bisu.
Right. And it looks like Bisu is making more shuttle. I think he wants to play just like the previous game we cast, TY versus Ruin and Motive. This is gonna be High Templar switch again?
Yeah, looks like it. There's no Stargate, so you know, unless Bisu somehow forgot a Stargate, which I don't think Bisu would ever forget something like that. It definitely looked like the Side Storm from him. And now Shuttle coming back in here to the main base, but unfortunately for him, turrets already in position to block that.
Right, 2 turrets. That's not possible for Protoss to ignore it and pass through it. Quite a lot of workers. Quite a lot of workers at Mineral Expansion, building some of the buildings, supply depot, and a bunker.
Yeah, Flash is set up very defensively here. The tanks are perfectly spread out, as we can see there on the third base high ground. You know, as Terran is positioned, what are you looking for next in this position? Do you think you're going to take the fourth base at the 6 o'clock and slowly inch towards Protoss? I know that Terrans obviously like to expand towards Protoss. Is that his plan, or do you think Flash will just try to split the map, maybe expand safer to the 3 o'clock expansion instead?
Well, the moment right now, Flash has no information whatsoever what Bisu is doing because his academy was really late. Now the comms station has been attached to the command center, and with the first couple of scan in Bisu's main base, he will confirm whether this is a Stargate switch into Arbiter or High Templar Storm Drop. If it's a High Templar Storm Drop, Flash won't be able to go out with the 3 base 9 factory with a 2-1 upgrade because those Storm Drop is so powerful holding it to the center of the map, and there's a couple of harassment in the main base. How many kills did he get?
We don't know yet, actually. We missed this drop here. Reaver is badly damaged. The SCVs are coming back here to go back to mining. Will Bisu manage to get one last Scarab off here? Oh no, Reaver instantly gets taken out. But Flash did scan the Templar archives, did not see a Stargate anywhere, so he should know that this is a High Templar switch. And a couple more shuttles being built here from Bisu, so he is going to get ready for that storm harassment.
So usually if it's a Storm Drop play, Terran cannot go out with the 3 base 2-1 upgrade timing because with those 3 gas for Protoss, he can make a lot of High Templar, and those storms don't matter about Terran's upgrade. They just penetrate everything and do the true damage on it. One shuttle storm.
Yeah, only killed 1 SCV and 1 Vulture. Now, you did say that the first shuttle drop is kind of, buttering the bread, as you would say. It doesn't really matter too much. But still, it's, only getting 1 SCV there for a whole shuttle is obviously not what Bisu wants. And we'll see how good his next High Templar drop will be. Here we go. The other shuttle's out now. It's picked up 2 Zealots and 2 High Templar.
Looks like Flash is not gonna go out with the 2-1 upgrade. He is preparing for the 4th base. He's building at the natural.
Yep.
Great,
and the Vultures are moving across the map.
Great by Flash, he sneaked out those Vulture. He definitely does not want Protoss to have another spawning location, because once Protoss start having another spawning location, he will definitely build so many gateways and macro from the both sides.
Yeah, Flash is doing an excellent job of denying that 5th base right now, and he actually timed those Vultures perfectly. He saw his 1 Vulture get killed up there at the top left. But hold that thought right now. We have a big attack coming in here. The Zealots are moving in.
Those Zealots clear the Spider-Man really well, and the Storm popped up the Siege tank.
A decent Storm, but oh man, that is just not enough there. The Spider-Mines are perfectly placed and melted all of the Zealots so that there was no meat shield left for the Dragoons to move up to the high ground. Meanwhile, the
and at the same time, yes, all those Vulture picked off all those probe at the mineral expansion. That really hurts.
Yeah, you can see now the worker count. Bisu's now down 20 workers here. Lots of damage being done, and still no 5th base there. No second spawning location, as you said, for the Protoss players. So this is looking more and more dicey here for Bisu. And meanwhile, Flash's 4th command center is now done. He will begin to lift that over there and secure the high ground 6 o'clock expansion.
Looks like Bisu knows Flash is gonna go for the 4th base.
Yeah, he's trying to get up there in time, but I don't think he's going to be there in time. The choke is so small. This ramp is very, very small, and
it's so hard. This terrain is favor for Terran, favor for Flash. Definitely easy for Flash to take the 4th base. And now Bisu needs to make some decision making going on, because he lost a lot of probe by 12 Vultures at the mineral expansion. And he still does not have the 5th Nexus yet. Once Terran start having same amount of expansion as Protoss, there's no way Protoss can fight against Terran's army.
Yeah, FlaSh, his 2-1 looks like is, well, actually, or 2-1's finished, but his 3-2 actually started a little bit late right now. That +3 upgrade is going to be not done for quite some time. So I think FlaSh is just going to be content with macroing up, grabbing that 4th base. He's starting to saturate it, probably grab that 3rd gas, and start continuing to add more tanks to his army until he gets that unstoppable Terran army and pushes out across the map. And he's still denying this 5th base here from Bisu. Bisu's still stuck on these 4 bases.
Right. Those vultures are very scary. Trying to look for the. Oh, I think that was a mistake by FlaSh. Losing a lot of vulture, about 30 supply there.
Yeah, got a little bit over-eager there. I think he was trying to look for that probe to try to stop the probe, but the Nexus was already down, unfortunately, and he took a gamble. It didn't pay off. Now, again, FlaSh does have mineral only, so these vultures are expendable for him, but still not the best use of them. Probably wanted to get a little bit better trade with them, or at least protect them for a little bit longer.
Bisu is upgrading really well. 2-1 upgrade by Protoss. Bisu really wants to take another spawning location right now, because the longer the game it goes, definitely FlaSh will have attack 3 upgrade, and the attack 3 upgrade with the siege tank, they are very scary.
Yeah, Bisu will finally grab that top left that he has been looking for almost the past 3 to 4 minutes of this game, and you know, FlaSh is delayed it for as long as possible. It will now start. But meanwhile, FlaSh back at home, we can see how many tanks he's got. You know, he is macroing up very well. He's got probably about, I would say, almost two and a half control groups of siege tanks. So this is an incredibly scary army that Bisu will have to contend with when he pushes across the map.
Looks like Bisu is trying to look for the weak spot to attack, but those spider mines are scary. He still needs to clear those spider mines on the minimap at the center. FlaSh keep buying time with the spider mine and moving around the vulture left and right.
Yeah, he does have a lot of spider mines cutting off some of these paths here for the Protoss. So Bisu's trying to clear these out.
At the same time, it looks like FlaSh is ready to move out. He unseats all those tanks. That's scary amounts of
so many tanks. It's almost pure. He's gonna have Bisu needs like Nada level storms here. Some good storms there, softening up some of those front tanks. But he needs Nada or not Nada, but Jangbi storms here versus Nada. He needs the best storms in the world. There's so many siege tanks.
That's very scary. That's about like 3 groups of tanks.
Yeah, but meanwhile, FlaSh is trying to also take the 5th base in the meantime at the 3 o'clock expansion. He has moved some units across there to the mineral only there for Bisu, but Bisu's not in time to defend. I don't know what he's doing with the army. I think he's trying to find a hole at the mineral only on the right side, but meanwhile he's losing bases on the left side of the map.
FlaSh is gonna take down the mineral expansion, start having the high ground as well. Bisu should start. He needs to make some decision. If he just
hesitant.
Yes, if he just let FlaSh to take the high ground, that's just gonna be more difficult for Bisu to break. And there's
the tanks don't have vultures here though. The tanks don't have vultures. The storms are going on top of the tanks here. Bisu is going to be able to take this fight. I think there's so many storms across all these units. Oh, beautiful storms here by Bisu. Unfortunately, there's just another control group of tanks behind on the high ground right now. Bisu is going to pull back, try to regroup. He does have some gateways over there at the top left that he can start reinforcing the army, but unfortunately for him, he doesn't have that much of a bank, whereas FlaSh has got a massive bank, also securing the 3 o'clock expansion. So FlaSh, again, these positions very favoring him because of how close the rush distance is between these 2 bases.
Wow. Bisu fought really well. That was a good trade by Bisu. However, Bisu does not have... where was it? Oh, 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. And didn't get too many SCVs there, but meanwhile, Bisu's got to be way more careful here with this attack coming in to his natural.
This push is scary.
Another good storm, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Bisu he's got a whole group of units there in the middle of the map. He needs to start doing something, but FlaSh has got way too many tanks here. Just not enough storm, not enough units here.
Not enough zealots, yes.
Yeah, needs more zealots here against this pure tank force. He just needs to macro out pure zealot, but finally the vulture reinforcements are coming, and I think that FlaSh is starting to secure this area, start containing Bisu. It's going to be very hard for Bisu to push down that ramp out of that small choke, and he might have to even give up the main base at this point.
Bisu is trying to macro at the 11 o'clock location at the same time, but that is definitely not enough gateways.
Yeah, only 4, and usually when you reach this late game situation, your second spawning location, you need to have at least 8 gateways there to be able to, essentially get 2 armies out at the same time. Now FlaSh is doing the 3 tank split off here to go attack the 9 o'clock expansion, and that Nexus will surely fall soon as well.
Bisu is struggling at this moment. He has a shuttle trying to drop top of the tank.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of it. Unfortunately, FlaSh's macro is just too strong right now. He's up 40 supply. Siege tanks, vultures are streaming across the map, and he's got his contain right now at the natural is just a little too strong, I think. It's so difficult for Bisu to macro up and manage to push out. Now, especially with the vulture reinforcement here.
Wow.
Bisu is relegated to the top of the map, and yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's got a chance right now. FlaSh is now even taking a 6 base there at the top right of the map as well, and he is starting to, like a snake, wrap around his enemy and squeeze him.
And also building the missile turret, so those speed shuttle won't drop top of the tank.
Some nice spider mine drags there from the Zealots. He's done very well dropping the Zealots on top of these siege tanks. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. There's too many siege tanks, in fact, for FlaSh. Even if he kills, 4 or 5 siege tanks with the Zealot drop, FlaSh has already got 4 or 5 more remade that are walking over to the map. But now the vultures are inside the base. And I think that Bisu try to maybe do one last desperate move out here with the army from the top left, but I think FlaSh has got this game. He's got too many spider mines across the map and will prevent any kind of counterattack. Oh man, even in the middle
Bisu does not have enough army to hold this push.
Yeah, I think Bisu's game a little too hesitant in the middle. When FlaSh made his push, he couldn't commit to a decision, and that really cost him. He let FlaSh take too good of a position, and by the time he attacked, FlaSh was already up on the high ground and impossible to break the Terran position there.
Yes. It looks like Bisu wants to do something at 3 o'clock, but those high ground just buying quite a lot of time. Dragons are keep missing those dragon shot. And now tanks has arrived.
Yeah, here we go. The last ditch Zealot drop here again from Bisu. But yeah, there you go. GG.
GG by Bisu. Wow. What is your thought of this game? That was excellent by FlaSh and Bisu in the middle of the game. But what do you think? Like, what made the difference that FlaSh became so strong and like the Bisu start not making a good decision?
Yeah, I think FlaSh at that third base high ground spot, he had perfect spider mine placement there that Bisu couldn't break. Lost all the Zealots before even one tank had fallen. So
with the 200 supply.
Oh no! I mean at FlaSh's third base, the initial attack there, that he tried to attack up the high ground with the Zealots, unable to do any damage, and FlaSh from there was just gonna roll, and FlaSh did a very good job of blocking the fifth base for as long as possible. Bisu couldn't get that expansion up for a good 4 to 5 minutes in that game, and unable to macro really out to stop FlaSh's army.
Yeah, I think the time when he was attacking FlaSh's third base, and it wasn't a good trade for Bisu. I think that was a mistake by Bisu because he was not prepared to take fifth base and sixth base and also build a bunch of a gateway at another spawning location. I think that was a mistake there by Bisu. And FlaSh took the chance of that. took the chance of that and start climbing up and become more strong in this late game switch. And
yeah,
thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoy watching these great games on StarCast TV, please hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll bring more fresh and wonderful games in the future.